Hey guys, TapDawg here. Today I'm going to be going over my arena deck with you, showing you what cards I have in it and why I have them in there. And then I'm also going to be playing a couple arena matches just to kind of show you what my strategy is, and hopefully to give you some tips and tricks on how to improve your arena deck. So we're going to go into my deck now. As you can see, first off, I have 36 cards in my deck. I'd say most of the top 20 or so players have a deck that ranges between 35 to 40 cards. We like to have them very compact because you want to be able to get out your final form cards quickly. I'm going to show you my final form cards first, and then I'm going to sort these by their rarity so you can see them all in that type of an order. Now, most of the recommendations on the board and what Mr. Andersam and I agree is you should have about 5 or 6 final form cards in your deck if it has 35 to 40 cards total. Basically, it's a 5-to-1 ratio. 5 combo cards for every 1 final form card. So here are my final form cards. You see I have the Banshee Empress. She has 34 attack, 21 defense. Dragonfire, probably the most powerful card in the game besides the Sniper, and that one is 36-19. Flea, kind of a less attack, but he's got a high defense, 29-27. Food Squad, similar to Banshee Empress with the 34-21. And then I have 2 Redatoskers, both 33-24. I like these guys because they have a pretty high attack and a pretty high defense. So now I'm going to sort these by rarity, and you can see my other cards in here. I have quite a few Onyx cards. I've gotten most of these through grinding in the Heroics, and some of these have been through card pulls from packs. I'd say it's probably about 30% from card packs and the other 65 or 70% from just grinding the Heroics. So you can kind of see what these look like here. I have a nice mixture. I do have 2 sci-fis. I've chosen not to fuse them together because in my deck they seem more powerful apart than fused. But I have fused my space, as you can see here. So because in my deck, again, it'd be more powerful for the space. How do I know this? I've used Mr. Andersam's deck optimizer, and it's shown for my cards that I have, it's more powerful to keep the sci-fi split than to have them fused. I've also fused together my water and my wizard. And then we're going to see the final form cards here, and then we get to my gold combo cards. What I find is it's a lot more powerful to fuse your gold combo cards if you're able to. My Anger and Cursed, as you can see, are not because I don't have a secondary of those, but they are very powerful. Cartoon's probably the best gold combo card, at least for my deck. That one seems to do really well with my Onyx combo cards. I recently just got the Galaxy Wars and the hybrid cards. Unfortunately, I didn't get 2 hybrids, so I just have the one. Invention's also a relatively new one. And then for whatever reason, Knight and Superhero are still in my deck because they combo really well with the other cards here. Normally I wouldn't have silver combo cards in my deck anymore, but because of Mr. Andersam's optimizer, it's saying that these 2 work really well with my deck, and sure enough, they're working great. So it's just a peek at my deck. Again, most of the top 20 players will have between 35 to 40 cards in their deck. But now let's actually go to the arena, and I'll kind of show you how this works. Now, I battle with the Master Healer 3. Most of the top 20 do, but I'm going to click on Battle here, and we'll see. As you can see, they all have the Master Healer 3. I'm going to go against Sharp 4. Winter I can sometimes beat, and Oiler Nut I can sometimes beat, but Sharp 4 I have a better chance against, so I want to do well as I'm recording this for you guys. So before I play it all, I want to first point out our healths. Sharp 4 has a 46 health. The maximum you can now have is 50, and I have 48. You can earn these through the arena. Every week you can save up your skulls that you receive and use those to gain a new health. Each time you gain a new health, the points to get the next health increase. So for the first one, it's 100, second one, 200, 10th one is 1,000, all the way till you get the 20th one, which is 2,000 points. I'm still about 2 months away before I can finish up my health. And if you have a fairly competitive deck, I would recommend holding off on buying upgrade cards or wasting it on anything like that, and instead focus on getting your health up. I would say, though, it's important to at least get your Master Healer and your Master Elementalist cards, or the skills. I would get those before you work on your health, because those are going to help you in the heroics and in the arena get higher levels, which will make you be able to gain your health faster. So I have my hand here. What I try to look for in my hand, if I want to keep it, is, alright, do I have at least one Onyx card? Yes, I do. And I prefer to see that I have at least one that is fused. And it looks like I have the water that's fused as well as Galaxy Wars that's fused. So I'm going to keep this hand because I also have some nice combo final forms there. Now, a lot of times how most people play is they'll just click on their first Onyx card here, the Knight, and they'll see, oh, my Knight plus the water is going to give me my Blue Knight, and I'll get 2 combo cards for this. But I like to try to get my combo bar filled up as soon as possible. So I'm actually going to click on water here and then select Galaxy Wars. Now I'm going to lose out on 4 defense, but I'm going to gain 1 extra orb. So it's really only losing out on 3 defense if you look at it in the sense that I'm going to heal 1 more extra than I would have. And I'm okay with that risk because usually the first card the other player plays doesn't hit me for too much damage. So let's see what happens. Actually, before I do this, I'm going to change my speed down to fast so it's a little bit easier to see. So I'll push play, and sure enough, they had 29 attack, so that was a good calculated risk on my part because now I have more combo up there, and I didn't get damaged at all, so I also gained 1 extra health. Now on this turn, I really want to use this wizard because the wizard's going to be able to fill up my combo bar, so on the next turn I can use one of my final form cards. So I'm going to click on wizard, and I see that wizard and knight's probably the better option. If I do click on tree, it has a higher defense but a lower attack, and I'd rather do a little bit more damage and miss out on 1 extra health there. And again, good move on my part because I didn't take any damage. So now we both have all our combos filled, so Sharp 4 is probably going to use a combo card or a final form card, and I'm going to use my Dragonfire. This is going to do 72 damage, and hopefully will kill Sharp 4 if their attacker has about a 25 or less defense. So I should take care of Sharp 4 right here. And sure enough, I did. So again, it's not about playing your turns quickly, it's about thinking, how do I want to play? How am I going to live long term? If you get into this mentality of just going as quickly as you can or making the combo that it suggests, you'll oftentimes not be thinking steps ahead and you'll end up losing in the long run. So let's do one more. I just want to kind of show you how I play, how I think, and maybe this will help you see the game a little bit differently. So now I have Mr. Fish here, Andrew Sam, and Oiler Nut. Now, normally in this situation, I'd probably go against Mr. Fish. I like his deck. I know it very well. Andrew Sam likes to change his deck up a lot. But I'm going to go against him so you can kind of see someone who's on a similar skill level as I am and has a deck that's on a similar strength as mine. So as you can see, he has all 50 of his health, and I only have 48 of my health. So it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle for me. I really like this hand because I have plenty of my Onyx cards here, and I also do have the Knight there, so I'm going to keep this hand. Now my first thing I'm going to do is combo Space with Knight. Now again, I'm going to lose some defense here, but I'm gaining some attack, and I'm getting that extra health. My purpose here is to try to get my final form cards on the 3rd turn. So I'm going to play this. It looks like he is going to do a couple damage to me, but I'm going to do significant damage to him, so it's a good risk there. So I'm going to look at Hybrid first to see what that combos with. This is a new card for me, so I'm still getting used to what the combos are for it. I might use that in another turn from now if I don't get to play. So I'm already thinking ahead of time here of Hybrid plus Golem gives me a huge defense. You see that 38 defense? So not on this turn, but on my next turn when he uses his final card and I can't, I'm probably going to play this so I can mitigate the amount of damage he does to me. So for now, instead, I'm going to combine Hammer and Earth to make Miner. As you can see, Andrew Sam's now filled up his combo, which means next turn he's going to use a final attack. And I am going to combine my hybrid with my snowman, because I think that's the highest defense I can get here. Oh wait, no, wooden golem, so I'm going to use this one instead. This gives me one more defense, and I want all the defense I can get. Sure enough, he does his attack, and it's going to do 64 attack against my 39, which means it takes 25 of my damage. Now notice I still have more health than him, and I have all 5 of my combo ores. It's a good spot for me to be in. Usually when I face Andrew Sam, he's going to do 2 final attacks to me before I can kill him. So next I'm going to look at my hybrid again, see what I have. I don't think I'm going to use that. Let me check my cursed. I think I might use cursed with science here. This is a good attack. And that was a good choice. Did about 9 damage to him. I like to get him down just below 30 before I attack him. You see, I could use Food Squad right now. You know what? Let's do it anyway, just because I'm feeling a little risky. So I'm going to use this. If he has a high attack, ooh, it's going to be close. It'll be real close. He's going to have 1 health left. Alright, so now he's going to use a final attack against me. So my point is going to be making sure I use a high defense card, both of those have 33 defense, it looks like. So I'll use the invisible dude because he gives me 1 more attack. And it looks like I should beat him. He's going to do 29 or so damage to me. Perfect. So that's how you play. That just kind of gives you an idea of the strategy that goes into it. Normally I do play on the fastest setting, and I do make my decisions a little bit more, but I was trying to be intentional in showing you how I play in the arena. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. And both me and Andrew Sam are going to be putting out a bunch of videos showing you how to play Little Alchemist. Take care.